Alright, so this is Cole and Steven Heisler, right?
Yep.
Awesome. We are in the Nissan GTR. We're going for 7 laps, correct?
Yep.
Sounds good, man. So, yeah, as you know, mirrors in the car, they're all from me. So
right.
Keep you updated on all traffic around us. Then if we come up on a slower car, just wait for their hazard lights, and then I'll have my hand on the wheel in both instances.
Okay.
So other than that, this car, things do come at you very, very quickly out there. So further ahead you can look where you want to go, more things start to mentally slow down, like I was saying before. So just really helps you out in the corners a lot. And then this car, it's pretty heavy, and you definitely feel a little bit of that weight up top too. So one of the keys with this car is being really relaxed with the steering wheel, more so than even some of these other cars.
Okay.
And definitely, like I was doing that demo in the class, heavy braking in a straight line. In this car, it's probably the most critical out of all of them, just because you got all that weight.
Okay.
So you'll see what I mean. You'll turn into corners, and sometimes if you come in a little bit hot, you'll feel the back end kind of chasing you a little bit.
Okay.
So it can be a bit of a handful sometimes. So you'll see what I mean when we're out there.
Okay.
But the key here is just letting the car do the work for you, but at the same time getting the car planted before you turn it in and being smooth with the wheel. But I'll work with you on that as we go.
All right, cool, man.
All right, man. Automatic or manual on the transmission?
Manual.
Sounds good. Let me check the wheel here because I'm pretty sure it's not straight, which it is not. So we'll do that, and then we will do that, and we'll do that, and let's go ahead and take this forward and over to our left.
You just downshift for reverse?
No, we're just gonna take it forward.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, makes it easier that way instead of backing it.
Cool.
So we'll take a left here, and we'll take it straight down here, and then we're gonna take another left. We're gonna go right to that wall with the speed limit sign on it. And once we get there, we'll just drive past that wall, and then we're gonna. Never mind, he's good. He's pulling in, and brakes here. All right, and you're good to go. Go for it. Go ahead, upshift one. Oh, you almost hit the wipers, but good catch. Upshift one more. Straight line to that green turn in count here, so we're going to stay left at first. There you go. Once it gets that code, turning in. No brake. There you go. All the way to the apex now. Start to accelerate gradually and as fast as you want. Keep going. Upshift. That makes a little power.
Yeah.
Keep going to the orange and brakes. Brake hard. Downshift one. Stay left, wait on it. Now turning, ease off the brake. Good, to the red line, keep turning. Start to accelerate gradually. Nice, good job, man. Back out left, keep going. Upshift one, keep going. Brakes here. Downshift one, stay left, turn it. Start to ease off the brake. There you go, that's perfect. Gradual acceleration to the right. A little bit of brake here. Yeah, this corner is weird, but just gets that apex cone first. Now start to accelerate. There you go, good. And what you can do, you can actually use a little bit more track to the right as well. So unwind the wheel a little bit on the exit. That way you can create a little bit more speed out of it.
Okay.
This is definitely a third gear corner. Upshift one, that's why. Back to the right. And a little bit of brake and turn it. There you go, accelerate straight to the turning cone. Brakes here. Stand left. Ease off the brake, turn it. Gets that apex first. Now start to accelerate, unwinding. There you go, nice. Upshift. So the orange goes, brakes here, downshifting one, staying left, and turning. You go all the way to the red line. It's that apex. Smooth acceleration. Roll into it. There you go, keep going, nice. So the orange goes. And brakes. So downshift one, stand the brakes, turning, start to ease off. There you go, nice and smooth. You balance it first, and now start to accelerate. Go to the right, a little bit of brake. Easing off into that red and white curve. Smooth acceleration. There you go, to the orange. Keep going. And brakes. Staying left, stay on the brakes. Wait on that. Now turning. There you go. Maybe just a mile an hour hot. Turn, that's
a little bit.
Just a little.
It's forgiving though.
It is. I mean, here, we'll pass left. It'll catch you before it becomes a big problem.
Yeah.
That being said, you're still losing speed.
Right.
So you will still want to try to avoid it. So this apex here, get to the cone first. Now gradually accelerate. There you go. Nicely done. Upshift one. And to the orange goes. Brakes here. Downshifting one. Stay left. Turning. There you go. All the way to this apex. Maybe a little hot. There you go. Yeah, I can see how we're a little wide on the exit.
Yeah.
So what you could try to do, even as you turn into the apex, brakes here, just a very light brake pressure as you turn in. That helps you make up that distance to the apex. Because see how your feet
Keeps it
off
going
of it?
forward.
Yeah, exactly.
I
So
see.
try that next time you're in some of these higher speed corners. So, let's see. We're going to pass right on that Aston. Let's go ahead. To the apex here. All right, brakes here. Straight to that turning cone. So stay left, turning. There you go. Now gets that apex. Wait on it. Now accelerating. There you go. Full throttle. And right back to the right. Good job. Keep going. A little bit of brake. Get close to that apex. There you go. Straight to your turn cone. brakes here, hard at first. Now turning, carry the brake just a bit, get to the apex, now accelerate. So that's kind of the idea there, and then with practice, you'll be able to carry more speed. Upshift one, but you see how the car just sucked into the corner? That's the idea. To the orange cones.
It's amazing how much the braking pulls it in.
Oh yeah, downshift one, so turning in. Alright, so that was a little bit light, just a little bit. So to the orange cones here, keep going. Keep going, brakes here. And upshift one, downshift one, turn it in, good. To the red white, now get to that apex, there you go, now accelerate. Beautiful. Staying right here. A little bit of brake. There you go, now get all the way to the apex, to the red and white. There you go. Nice and smooth though. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's a little too much.
No, actually it's good.
Oh,
it's just at the apex, unwind the wheel a little bit more. And then the car won't come out from you. That's the idea. Full throttle. Let's go. Keep going. So straight line here. And a little brake to that apex turn. There you go. Staying left here. A little bit of brake. And there you go. Carry it a little. Get to the apex now. Accelerating. There you go. Beautiful. Nice. Alright, let's hit it this time. Upshift one. Keep going. Let's get that GT3.
Yes.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Brake hard. Brake hard. There you go. Downshift one. Stay left. Stay left. Stay left. Turning. Start to ease off. Get it into the apex. Keep turning. Now accelerate. There you go. Go, 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 go. It's pretty good. Pretty good. So the orange upshift. Keep going. Brakes here. Brake hard. Sorry about that. Downshift one. Stay on the brakes. Turning in. To the red white. Ease off the brake. There you go. Accelerate. There you go. That's good. That's exactly what I'm talking about there. A little bit of brake. Now you ran him down in half a lap. Smooth acceleration. That's the fastest car here too. So good job. Pass right. Go for it.
On the inside?
Yep. Brakes here. And stay on the brakes. And turn it into that red and white. There you go. Now start to accelerate. And to the right. Full throttle. Keep going. Little bit of brake. Keep close to that apex. There you go. That's good. Accelerate. Go. Go, go, go. Brakes here. Brakes here. Stay left. Carry the brake. Turn it. Using off your brake. There you go. Accelerate. Keep going. To the left. Full throttle. How you feeling up?
Oh, this is amazing, dude.
That's good. Doing great. Doing awesome. Actually. To the orange. Brakes. Downshifting. Stay left. Stay left. Turning. Ease off the brake. There you go. So that's the idea, but just a little bit heavy on the brakes as you're turning in.
Right.
That's why the back end kind of came around.
Gotta hit it hard at first.
Exactly. Brakes here. This is what I'm teaching you is an advanced racing technique.
Okay.
So if you can hit it once, I'll be very impressed.
All right.
So right here, straight line, a little bit of brake. And into this red and white curve, at that apex cone, smooth acceleration. Keep going, keep going. There you go. So the orange cones, brakes here. Stay left. Stay on the brakes, turning. There you go. Nice sketch, nice sketch. You're getting the idea there. It's just, it's a matter of getting the right pressure. Yeah, you gotta feel it. So keep going, a little bit of brake, turn it in. There you go, straight to the turn cone. Good point. Brakes here, stay left. And turning. Start to ease off, get to the apex, turn it, accelerate. There you go. Up to the left, full throttle. And upshift. There you go. And this guy's parking in some brakes here. There you go. Downshift one. Hopefully we'll pass left. Take it to the outside. Very light on the throttle. Now give me a little more. There you go, we're good, Mac. Go for it. Upshift one. Keep going. Brakes here. Heavy braking, downshift one, stand left turning, start to ease off, get it in there. There you go. Accelerate. To the right. Straight line. Little bit of brake, into that red and white curve. Patience on it, patience. Now accelerating. There you go. To the orange cones. Brakes here, brake hard, and that was 7 laps. So we're gonna stay to the left here behind this Aston. Alright, to the yellow cones. What do you think of the car?
Man, she handles like a dream. I've never done all-wheel drive before. Oh my God.
It is a $120,000 Nissan, so it probably should be good, right?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
So, let me get this straight. You've never been on a racetrack before?
Never.
I mean, what have you driven?
My dad has a Super Snake Mustang. That's the
Okay.
fastest thing I've ever driven, but never in corners.
Well, I mean, awesome, man. You did really good. I mean, right off the bat, you were fast too, which is amazing. I mean, that was good. I'm impressed. I really am. That's why I started working with you on trail braking. I almost never really get into people with that, but you got the talent to do it. So
Awesome.
here, I'll take it right here, and then we'll put our left tire right lined up with that reflector. And yeah, let's go ahead and brake here. And let it roll a little bit, some neutral. All right, we're good. Brakes. There we go. All right, man. So, any questions for me about the car, the track, anything like that?
No, man, I'm speechless.
All right, sounds good. So, all right. So here's what I mean with that technique I was talking about, trail braking.
Yeah.
You can watch YouTube videos on it. Like if you watch the footwork of a race car driver, they'll be on the brakes really hard.
Right.
And then as they're turning in, they gradually start to ease off the brake.
Right.
Now you're doing that, but it's a matter of getting the perfect pressure. And in this car, it's hard
Well,
because this car you have to be perfect with it to
yes,
make it work.
and I've noticed that in this car, you kind of have to accelerate a little earlier than the apex. Like you got to trail brake into it, but then you got to be like ready on the gas for when you're at the apex, not still braking. And I think that's what I was a little slow on.
Well, yeah, and you got to make that quick transition, and that's something you got more feel more than me tell you to, because by the time I tell you to do it, it's too late.
Right.
So yeah, you got to make that quick transition. The moment, this is the way I drive.
Yeah.
The moment I feel the front end gripped and pointing where I want to go, back to throttle.
Okay.
I mean, not, obviously not floored, but getting back to the throttle to a point where I'm at least stopping the car from decelerating.
Right.
In other words, equalizing the weight of the car, and then as I'm unwinding from my apex, then I'm rolling all the way into the throttle.
Okay.
So, and each car you're gonna have to change that up a little bit. Like this car that might work better than like a Z06.
Right. A little bit.
Yeah. So partially because of the all-wheel drive.
Yes.
But yeah, that's kind of the rule of thumb. You want to trail brake until you feel the car gripping up in the front to the point where you're in general pointed where you want to go on the exit. Then we're getting back to throttle, and then you can get back to throttle very aggressively too, because you're pretty much straight on the exit.
Right.
So that's what you'll find any race car driver does.
Okay.
So, but you're doing great, man. So are you driving anything else? Or
Yeah, dude. I got the Aventador up next. This was a warm up.
Okay. So the Aventador is even more heavier.
I'm sure.
Than this, way more powerful. But just keep doing what you're doing. Trail braking does help in the Aventador too.
Okay.
It's just maybe you're going to need to be a little bit firmer on the brakes in that initial straight line braking. Well, actually, yeah, you will.
Okay.
You're going to need to be a little bit firmer on the brakes in the initial straight line because you're carrying more speed and it's a heavier car.
Okay.
So definitely don't be afraid of that brake pedal there. But then, yeah, you can certainly kind of experiment with that trail braking technique. And now that you kind of have it in your head, it might be a lot easier for you to execute it. So
that was the plan. That's why I signed up for this one too, man.
Sounds good, man. Well, once again, thanks for coming out.
Oh, dude, thank you.